welcome to another Flow State Tarot video. Today we are doing something fun and different. We're mixing it up. We are going to play Candyland Tarot. And now I'm sure you're wondering how exactly that's going to work, and I'm going to explain to you. So I'm going to play through the game with, originally I was going to do the 4 game pieces, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Classically, Candyland is not a long game if you've ever played before, and it's very simple, but we don't have all day. All of us are busy people, so I'm going to pick the green guy for pile number 1, and then we're going to go with the blue guy for pile number 2. So there's going to be 2 piles today, and the way it's going to work is each tile is a color. And when you play the game, you draw a card and you move the spots. Excuse me. You move the spots that are those colors. So, for example, if that's my first pull and I am pile number 1, I'm going to move orange, orange. And in this case, with the key that I've created, orange is going to be pulling 1 tarot card. So for that turn, I'm going to pull a tarot card, which is the Chariot in reverse, and so on and so forth. I have a mixture of tarot and oracle cards that coincide with each color. I'll make a key that will be down below in the description box. And to make it not too long of a pile for each pile, if I am pulling colors that are back to back, I'm going to skip to the next group of colors. So for example, if I pulled yellow and then my next was a blue, I will go to the next blue on the board so that I'm not just moving one at a time. So with that being said, my beautiful friends, it's time to pick your piles. You've got to pick either pile 1 or 2, with either the green guy or the blue guy. And 1 is going to be green and 2 is going to be blue. And I'll see you in your pile. All right. Hello, everyone. If you are pile number 1 with the green game piece, I already shuffled the cards off camera and we're going to get to pulling. So let's start off with a double yellow. So our first pull for today is going to be from our Buddha Wisdom Oracle deck. Still, pure from the beginning of birth, no impure thoughts, words, and deeds could taint your noble self. So strong start here. Being still, focusing on honoring our inner wisdom and our inner knowing, doing the things that we are called most to do. We have orange. Orange is going to be a tarot card. And mind you, I know you guys, if you watch my videos, normally I let the cards fall out, but that would take a long time for this reading. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there are a lot of opportunities for us in our life. And when we don't know ourselves and we don't take the time to be still and honor this inner knowing about ourselves and what we want, then it's hard to choose from all of the options available to us. So we're in this phase of our life where we are able to choose easier because we are taking the time to be still. Blue. Now, if you are a fan of this game, like I am, this is not the original that I played with as a kid growing up. The art is a little bit different. Still all the same characters, but I'm really upset about what they did to Lolly and Frostine. Before she was Queen Frostine and now she's Princess. Ace of Cups. We're looking at all of our accomplishments, and that's part of the stillness that we are bringing into our life. We are being still with the knowing that we have done so much with what we have access to, whether that be things that we're creating, or we're making the most of our experiences or our everyday life. And we're just holding on to that, and we're able to get into this flow state where we feel confident again about how we're executing things because we know what we're trying to say and what we're trying to do. Now, like I said in the beginning, when I have one that's right next to it, I'm going to skip to the next color so that we're not here all day. But we have orange, which is a tarot card again. We're following the journey of the tarot today for pile number 1. And we have the sun. So, building on what we've talked about so far, there's just a very positive energy that's coming in your life. And if you look at this circle and like centered symbolism here, right? Boom, boom, boom. We are very calm and again still, right? All of the imagery is stillness, and we're able to find the most solace and productivity in being still and getting to know our inner thoughts. And we have a green. Green is going to be a conscious spirit oracle card, which, oops, we got 2 that are turned over. Someone gifted me this deck this year, and I really love it because I just completed in August a workbook that was going through all of the chakras and healing and journal prompts, a year's worth of healing. And so to receive this as a gift felt like you've done it, just like the joyous look on this card actually. Forest Frolic Maiden, I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings. Again, very similar imagery here, and if you're familiar with the channel, you know I always tell you to look for the common colors, symbols, repeating things, because it's all trying to teach us something about the lessons that we're learning in this journey together. It can be useful to be still, but also to frolic, go outside, touch grass, you know, as they say. We're going to pull another tarot card. We're going through Mr. Jolly and the Gumdrop Pass over here and the 8 of Wands. So we're using that forest frolicking for the forward motion. And look at that. This green moving here, reaching towards the sun, reaching towards the things that we're working for, that we think about in the stillness, you know? We're getting to know ourselves, and we are moving with vigor, you know. We aren't just like waiting for, oh, I think and I hope that one day I'm going to get lucky and all of these things are going to happen for me. But really, you're like, I am making these things happen for me. And I'm also not going to get stuck on the licorice. But for red, we're going to pull the Self-Love Oracle deck that I created with my photography and my poetry. Behold within the rhythm of your heart. So you will find the most ease in what you're doing, like we said, with the rhythm of your heart and the honesty of your true nature. And that's kind of where we started in this reading, right? So just knowing that we can be who we want to be, and we are going to get everywhere that we hope to get in our life by showing up as our most honest self. With the 8 of Cups, something that you might come across is that when you find you're overwhelmed, you're getting very close to the end goal, and you don't know what step to take next or what to make next, it can help to distract yourself. And usually I interpret this card differently, but with all of the cards that we've read so far, take a break, take a breather, look at something else. A lot of people I know that do things visually, when they've looked at something for too long, they kind of lose sight of the reality of it. And so it helps to take a break and then come back to it and then see it for what it is. And this can be a method that you can use if you're ever feeling that way and making decisions. We are going to pull another Conscious Spirit card. Archangel Gabriel. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. So also calling on those outside influences, right? When we're feeling some type of way, we call on those outside forces to say, hey, I really need some assistance. And there are a lot of resources out there to look into things like archangels and all of that. You can look it up online. I'm sure there's plenty of people in your life that probably know something that you can use. Let your love reach its truest form. So practicing love and spending time with people you love and being in scenarios that fill you up with that love enables you to also channel that when you need it the most. So when you're feeling further from yourself, you know, when you're feeling a little bit strayed off the beaten path, then you can find within yourself that you will always bloom, be patient, water your garden, right? So you're always going to keep growing, and the seasons are going to keep coming, and you're going to keep changing. And if you give yourself the patience that you give a lot of people in your life, then you'd be surprised what can come from that. And you owe it to yourself. You deserve to have that opportunity. There's no right or wrong path. There is only the path that you choose, which is very funny considering we're playing a game about following a path, right? Now, granted, there aren't really choices to make as far as which path to go. It's just we're following step by step. But in the same vein, you could veer off and it wouldn't be wrong for you. You are crafting this part of your life. And that's a really exciting thing too, you know, to be able to have that freedom to create and to choose, you know. The heartstrings can guide your life force with wisdom or with foolishness. So another warning building on our messages, right? And not a warning in the scary way, but a warning in that make sure that when you're choosing from the heart, it's thoughtful choice, right? We're grounded in ourself and in our true wants and desires so that our final outcome is what we've been hoping for, right? Sometimes we can get carried away when we are feeling overwhelming emotion and choose wrong. But again, with the circle, the orange, I know I am part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. So the crown chakra, you're still, you know, your heart and your life force mean more than you know, if that makes sense. And when you give it the power to guide you and you live by it, then everything's a lot easier. The Six of Cups in reverse. It's taking that feeling of turbulence and saying, no, I have plenty of things that I can do to focus on this outcome or course correct when it feels like I'm on the wrong path. Because like we said, there is no wrong path, right? There's just the one that you make. We're getting close to the end here, my friends. And mind you, I'm not going to pull endless cards until I get into the end land there. I'm trying to make this a realistic reading. But we have integration 44. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new direction. So what you're doing isn't important just for you. It's important for everyone in your collective, all of the people around you. It makes an impact. And to keep choosing out of a place of passion and pure self, it inspires the people around you to do that too. They see you do it and they go, wow, I didn't know I could do that. Soft and tender, always surrender to love, like we spoke about. So making those choices for our life based on love, based on the love that we feel in our true selves. And wow, that's so funny, you guys, because I thought I took these out of the deck. We aren't going backwards. But what we are going to do, because I did choose something for each of these, is we are going to use the Magic 8 ball that my friend just got me. It's incredible, is it not? So think of a question that you have, and we're going to get an answer. It's not in the dice. Uh-oh, guys, it's not in the dice. And then we have a red and we win. And on that note, we're going to look at the bottom of the deck energy, the Four of Swords. It's okay to feel overwhelmed when we get to the end and things are different than we expected. But that is no reason to throw up our defenses and think, oh, what did I do this for? You know, you have done everything in your life for a reason. As we spoke about there not being a wrong path, everything that you've accomplished, there's a reason that it's in your tool belt now. And sometimes that can feel frustrating when it's not the best of experiences, but just know that you are who you are and you are making the decisions for your best and highest self. And when you surrender to love, you make your choices from rooted in love, you will always end up where you're meant to be. So I hope that you liked that pile number 1. Let me know how that was for you in the comments. If that resonated, leave a little green emoji of some sort and a Candyland down in the comments. And I will see you guys in a future video. Hello, Sparkle family. Welcome to another Flow State Tarot video. And this is pile number 2 for our Candyland tarot reading. If you chose the blue game piece, we are going to play around of Candyland and see what the universe has in the literal cards for us and have a little fun while we're doing it. Let's start off with a good old green. Wow, a good old leap. So we're going to pull a Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. And in the description, I'm going to have the decks that I'm using and the color correlations that there are, so you, if you're interested in knowing. Transformation. I journey within to meet my higher self and find true happiness. So we're going through a period right now of change, and we are connecting to our higher selves. And you know, it's funny because this is a darker tunnel, but still a path, right? This one's a little more vibrant, but and also the green here, right? So you're on the right path. The transformation that you're going through and taking part in is a really positive one for you. And just continuing to focus on that is going to be a benefit for you. Crystal Ascension. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the Crystal Kingdom. So if you can get crystals that align with the things that you're trying to accomplish or heal or do in your life, it can be good to have those in your surroundings. There's also a lot of fairy and wing imagery here, so maybe if you can get some kind of wings to have around you, or if you like to make a little fairy garden or something where you can maybe make a physical manifestation of your transformation, especially if you're like a visual person and you like to see things represented in front of you. I don't know if you guys are fans of Candyland, but this one's actually a little bit different from the one that I had growing up. They changed Princess Frosty, and Queen Frosty was always my favorite. She always looked different, and she was always a queen. I don't know why they did that to her. The loving kindness you show to others returns to you as grace. So it's something to remember, especially if you believe in like karma or, you know, what goes around comes around. When you choose from a place of kindness and love, that's always going to come back. So just think about that the next time that you're making a decision. Gumdrop Mountains, here we come. We have the Hermit. So it can be this transformation time. Also notice these correlating colors here. Crazy. Lots of blue, green, and purple in your life. Could be good to surround yourself with those colors as well. Maybe working with the crown chakra or the heart chakra potentially. But, you know the best route for yourself. And so whether that be spending more time by yourself or getting out of hermit mode, you know what you need to do for this transformation. But this is a reminder that you should actually do that. because whatever thought loop that you're stuck in right now isn't necessarily for the best benefit for your transformation and the period of your life that you're in. So notice how this came out, the Five of Cups, and notice how it's almost the same either way, right? You can't really make a wrong decision right now in this transformation. Things are aligning for you so that you can complete what you're going through with ease. So just keep doing it and keep focusing on why are you doing it. I'm also not going to be getting stuck because I'm not going to have you guys here all day with me as much as I love doing readings for you. Candyland is traditionally an easier game, but I'll never do this with like Monopoly. Let go of the world's expectations and let your true light shine. This is the self-love oracle deck that I made with my photography and my poems. There's still some available in my shop if you like it. But yeah, letting go of outside expectations, especially as you change and become anew, that's really important because a lot of the people who are used to your old ways of being or acting are going to hold on to the old you. It's funny enough, like a lot more than we do, right? Like other people are almost more disturbed by how we change and evolve in our life and adulthood than we are. Nurturing heart, mother. I am a protective spirit and reach out to all life with love and compassion. So we're talking a lot about compassion and peace and being a nurturing person that has availability for love and the capacity to show up for other people as well. And so that could be a part of your transformation. Maybe that's been difficult for you in the past. Oh, Seven of Pentacles. But now you're able to nourish the things that you're growing and you've figured out the perfect chemistry for the soil and the time of year and what you're trying to grow so that you can also help water other people. It's you filled your cup in a positive way to where you can also help other people work on their cup. And this unconscious spirit oracle deck is coming up a lot for you guys. So maybe focusing on some chakra work and literally Archangel Michael. I'm grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. So maybe if there's any kind of mantras or little prayers, if you do that you could say to Archangel Michael. Again, lots of angel, wing, fairy imagery here. If you have beliefs and things like that, it could help to surround yourself with little trinkets or sayings or the energy of those things. Be kind to your mind. So as you grow and change, it can feel disorienting, right? Like as we're turning into a new person. This is so funny, you guys. Sorry to interrupt my train of thought, but I pulled this last time too. And I'm not going to go back in spaces. I have a different thing that I'm going to do for you guys here. But I had originally thought I'd taken them out, so that's funny. It was meant to be here. But now I forgot what I was saying. But when we are becoming a new person, it can be disorienting because it can feel misaligned because we're building a new version of ourselves. But it's important to push past that when it's not a true gut feeling of this isn't aligned. If it feels just weird, that's really a part of the process. So we're going to do this beautiful magic 8-ball my friend got for me because I collect magic 8-balls if anyone's interested in knowing that random lore about me. But this is a beautiful gift and we're going to use it to ask a question and we're going to look at the answer. Seems like all good vibes. So, it's really positive, all the things that you're doing for yourself right now, the situations that you're putting yourself into. It's all for your greater good, your highest good, and you should just keep going with it. Oh, another one. Wow, I think we already got one of my friend of this card. Believe that you are brilliant. So yeah, being kind to your mind, believing the things that you say to yourself, believing the things that other people say to you from your life, like friends and family when they compliment you or the things that they notice about you and encourage you to do. Like those are important things, whoa, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's important not to choose to fight battles that don't necessarily need to be battles. Like you could just walk up and remove one of these sticks as it looks like she's already done. or we're interpreting it like that for this time around. And you don't need to go around being so defensive that you're just like knocking things down that will just move out of your way. Whoa. We got two, and we're going to take both of them. Yeah, speak what you desire. You'll start to see it all around you. And I am brave enough to put myself first. So, just speaking what you want into existence and believing that you're worth it, that can be part of the transformation too, is saying to yourself, you know what? No, I do deserve this thing. And I am going to continue to put myself out there until I have achieved that thing. And that's a part of this process for me. The Two of Cups in reverse. Don't block out the people or the things that want the best for you, that are going to keep pouring into your cup and keep supporting you in this adventure of yours. It can feel like a lot in life to go through things, to have big emotions, to go through big changes, but it's important that we keep around those things that are so good for us. I'm not the mind, intellect, or body. I am not merit or demerit. I am the pure self. Spending time with ourselves is also important, and especially through a transformation phase, things that we're changing about ourselves, and we're learning about ourselves. It's a whole new world. A whole new world. It's the pure self is always there for us, but it evolves with us. So through this evolution, emptiness is the absolute reality, the source and support of all things. So maybe through this transformation phase, we're purging a lot of things from our life, but in a positive way, where we think, I don't need these things around me anymore, whatever that might be. And it's okay, because I am still whole in myself without that thing that I thought I needed. And that is true abundance, right? Is noticing, wow, I can have everything I want, and it's on its way to me. And I believe that. I believe that about myself, and I believe that for myself. And we're at the end, my friends, and I did with pile one, and we'll do it with you. The bottom of the deck is the Devil in reverse. So don't let your mind trick you. You're going through this transformation, and it's positive for you. This journey, you're just going up and up and up. And stay in tune with yourself. And as you evolve, you will only evolve in the ways that make you feel proud and successful and positive. So I hope you all have enjoyed this reading, and I look forward to making more like it in the future. Let me know if you liked it. Leave a little blue emoji down on the bottom with a Candyland if you finished, maybe a little snowflake, and let me know if this resonated with your journey. Let me know maybe an affirmation that you can use through your transformation, and I will see you guys in a future video.